Good morning, everyone. My name is Fabian Coronel. I'm from Electronic Engineering from third semester. I'm from I'm from the group 5 of English 5, and today with my partner.
Nicolas Cohen. I am from systems engineering. I am from first semester, and I'm also doing English 5 on the group 5.
So, Nicolas, I'm going to ask you some questions about too many topics like things that you like and something else. So, what do you what do young people want in a city? Which do you think are the world best cities to live in and why?
I think most young people, I think, would agree that in general, everyone just wants a livable city that is like affordable. Is affordable, has things to do in general. Isn't like things aren't too far apart. Like you can go from place to place, like from your job to the normal activities you want to do in like at least less than like 10 minutes. So you need like public transit, you need a good livable wage, and you need to also have like a city that has good access to public services like healthcare and that sort of thing.
Yeah, of
Other
course.
than that, I think you would like obviously need like a good access to education and other services that also like you need to have a proper life.
Education is a good topic in a city.
Indeed.
Well, and the next question. It's about animals. What's your favorite animal? And provide me some reasons.
I think if I had to choose, I would probably choose just cats. Honestly, like I really like cats. Cats have something about them. Like if you look them closely into their eyes, you'd think you'd like if you look at them so hard, you like get like X-ray on your eyes and you can see through them, and you'd think you see a brain. There's nothing. They have absolutely nothing behind their eyes. They're like silly. They're so stupid. I love
I
cats.
think
I've
there's
had a
a
cat.
connection between cats and humans.
Yeah, especially because I've had a lot of cats in my life, and I just generally like cats. The internet's like really centered around cat videos and cat memes, so that's also a thing that contributed to me liking cats, I guess. And in general, I've always wanted a cat with my brother, and we finally had one like 2 years ago.
Okay, that's a good answer. So, the next question is, do you find prices better if you buy online? And what kind of things do you buy?
I think obviously it depends, but mostly if you don't like at least the things I'm interested in, like the hobbies I'm invested in, most of those things are like kind of niche. So it's not like whether it's cheaper or it's more expensive online. It's that most of these things you just cannot get physically. Like there's no place where you can buy these things off of. So it's mostly just an accessibility problem. Like these things you can only buy on the internet. And the things I bought recently are like I got a vinyl record, and these things are like not really accessible, or at least I'm not aware of like record stores nearby or anywhere in the city. So that's why I had to buy them off of the internet.
Yeah, actually, back in the day, where places where you can buy mangas like Panamericana or other stores, in that days you couldn't find a good manga store, and you needed to buy it online.
Yeah, but it's still like the mangas there are so expensive. So it's like
So
not you
expensive.
can't even you can't even tell the difference honestly in terms of accessibility. Like they're pretty much the same.
Okay, so the next question is, talk about a company or brand and give some reasons for their success.
Uh, I have one company, like one brand that I talk about a lot, and it's mostly just ranting. Like I love ranting about this company, and it's Tesla. The only reason Tesla became successful is because Elon Musk is literally the son of a guy who his birthright was a it was a gems mine in the Congo, I think. So he literally Elon Musk got millions of dollars literally just the moment he was born. So it's so weird how people attribute like the Tesla success to him, especially when Tesla wasn't even founded by him. He just bought Tesla off of some people. Tesla used to be just a car company, and he bought that company off of other people, and just he gave them so much money just to let him be called the founder, but he's not actually the founder. He's literally just successful because yeah, he was born into a lot of money already.
I think these kind of situations have a name, or well, I don't remember the name of that term, but
I mean, they happen a lot. A lot of people are just like most of these billionaires are just born into their wealth, and it's so weird to me how people attribute their success to, like, oh, they must be so intelligent and they must like be so diligent about their work when they were like 99% of billionaires are literally born into wealth or get there like by pure luck,
that's
like one in a million, like not even one in a million, like one in a billion
if
luck.
you if you are from a good family, you have a good advantage.
Yeah, it's just what happens.
Yeah. And finally, do you ever lend money to family or friends? And why or why not?
I mean, generally, I try not to because lending money, like, it really helps having bad friendships. Like, you will literally ruin all of your friendships and your relationships with your family members if you lend money. Because lending money, especially if you actually, like, somewhat need that money that you're lending and you trust them to, like if I'm lending something that I need like by next week and having to remind them constantly next week that hey I really need that money, do you have it, like can you give it back to me already. It's so stressful, and also you're stressing out your friends or family members. It's the worst, but I sadly I'm like really bad at saying no to this kind of things, so I really tend to lend a lot of money even if I don't like doing it.
My dad owes me money in this moment.
Yeah, mine too. I think obviously I can't say how much money he owes me because that would be like kind of disrespectful, but yeah, he owes me a lot, a lot of money. Unlucky, so unlucky.
I think I wouldn't lend money to.
The worst thing you can ever do
Yeah,
ever is lending money. You should
I agree.
never ever lend money to anyone.
I
Worst choice
absolutely
ever.
agree.
Yeah, but what about you? I have some questions written down for you.
Oh,
I
of
wanted
course.
to ask you about what do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of living in a rural area in a city in your country?
Well, the advantage of living in a city, I think, like you said in when I ask you some similar question, is that you have a good access, for example, in education. You are near of too many places like malls, stores, and it's too easy to go to, for example, if I need to to buy some books, I can go near my grocery store, my bookstore, and that's something that in a rural area you can have a good access. And obviously, the education in a city is better than a rural area. We need good education in, for example, I can think too many places, but a good place to have a better education that we need to upgrade is Tunja. Tunja is a place that, because I have some friends from there, that it needs a little help for an education from the
Yeah,
government.
I have some friends from there too, and they always complain about yeah conditions are like not very good, especially
No,
right now. I
they
think
are really bad.
Tunja is going through like pretty much wartime. They're going through a lot of things right now, like politically, and yeah. Another thing I want to ask you was, have you ever done a job slash task that turned into a nightmare? What happened?
Of course, in first semester, my project was about a video game that we need to do in groups. And I had a group that that was really a nightmare because all the video game was made by me because we don't have too much time, and that was fault of the director of the program because they because he assigned us the activity too late, and with the group that I had that was too lazy and so complicated to have a meeting. Oh my god, I get mad. Get mad when I remember that.
I think that just happens a lot, especially in uni. Like the having a terrible group for a final project is just
It's
inevitable.
so
It just
stressing.
happens. It's so stressful. It's the worst thing that can happen to you, honestly. Um, why do you think people tell lies about their lives?
This is a good question because I know people that tell lies because they usually think that their lives are not interesting or something else. So they need to invent some situations to for the people saying, "Hey, that's a very cool thing." For example, yesterday I yesterday I met Rosalia, Carol G, or
My goat.
too many
My goat.
things
That's
so
idea.
stupid that people say obviously just for entertainment to say no, my life it's very bad because I don't do anything. So I think that's the principal reason because people tell lies about their lives because they don't have something interesting to tell.
I mean, I think it's also a factor. Like you need to factor in the. Sometimes I think people just say something like jokingly, and people take it too seriously, and then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like I think it has happened to some people. Once it happened to me, like I had like an in joke with some of my friends, and the joke just got so big that when some other people asked me about it, like it got that big that it was so big, it got out of the group, like out of the inside group, and I just went along with it, and it turned to a really big thing, like for no reason.
Yeah, of
It was funny.
course.
Uh, do you perhaps like shopping when there's a sale? Can you explain why or why not?
I obviously do shopping when there's a sale because it's cheaper. I think I can't say anything about it. Something else because the things that you usually buy like food, like video games that I like too many I like the video games so much are are more like,
More or
how can I
less.
say this? I think that you need to. Bueno, esto lo voy a cortar porque la verdad es que no me gusta esta pregunta. And I think that I prefer to buy when there's a sale because it's cheaper. I think I don't have anything to say, so that's the principal reason about it.
I mean, it just makes sense. Like most things, especially video games, tend to be like they go for so much. Like, I will never, ever, ever, ever like unless it's like a huge video game that I really want to play. Like
And
that
Steam,
I already
I
know I was going
really
to
buy
play.
too many video games in
Like
Steam.
Unless I know I'm going to buy it anyways and I have the money, I will never buy it full price. I will always wait for a sale. Otherwise, I'm not ever buying it. Uh, and finally, you asked me previously what was my favorite animal. I want to ask you, what is your favorite animal? And please
My
provide
favorite
reasons.
animal. Well, my favorite animal. I'm going to ask you. Oh, sorry, I'm going to answer you with an image, with a picture.
You have a physical picture?
Yeah. I know that this is not the color of a parrot, but that day I didn't have the covered color, so my favorite animal are parrots because I think they are such a cute animal that you can get too many happy because they can say they even can say some words that we as humans say, and I think that is something interesting. So that's the principal reason because parrots are my favorite animal.
I mean, at first I thought that was like a ducky, like a rubber ducky that you just painted over. I'm actually, is that like you made that yourself? Like, uh, how do I say it? Is it like artisan thing you built? Did you build it yourself, or did you just like paint over it?
This is from a day that I was with a friend and we were in a cafe, and in that cafe you can paint some ceramic things,
Oh,
and it's near from my house, so I say this is similar to a parrot, so I think I'm going to paint this.
I mean, it looks more like a dove to me, but I
Yeah,
mean, if
yeah,
it
it,
works, it
it's
works.
it's a duck, but I wanted to paint a parrot, but there wasn't.
I mean, it's like it's a very specific animal, but I can see how it's cool, how you find it cool. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I think we finished with the questions.
I think that's it too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for your attention, for answering my questions.
Yeah, thanks to you too, and especially thanks to the teacher for watching this. Thanks. That's it.
Oh, thank you so
Bye.
much, teacher.
Bye.
Goodbye.